April 2025 has already crashed in like a final boss, and it's hauling a stash of brand new games that'll make you want to smash your keyboard and yell, "Take my money now!" From zombie battles so intense your nerves will fray, legendary strategy showdowns that'll leave you sweating buckets, to artistic adventures so deep you'll wonder, am I playing a game or watching an Oscar-worthy flick? This month's got it all. Today we're diving headfirst into the top 10 must-play titles hitting the scene this April. Hey there, welcome all of you guys to Game Review today. We're diving into the top 10 new games of April 2025, so buckle up and let's get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting video games. 10. Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. Kicking things off at number 10, we've got Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. Think zombie games are all about popping heads, stockpiling shotguns, and flexing like you're in a cheesy action flick? Yeah, this game takes one look at that and goes, nah, let's make it gloomier than your dating life after forgetting Valentine's Day. Yup, you still get to blast zombies till your trigger fingers sore, but this ain't your typical run-and-gun chaos like those Twitch streamers live for. It's a side-scrolling survival jam. Imagine this war of mine hooking up with The Last of Us, then moving to Texas and getting a pickup truck. Seriously, it's got so much Lone Star State vibe, I'd bet the zombies here wear cowboy hats, chew tobacco, and two-step when the moon's full. But hold your horses, this isn't about mindless shooting sprees, it's all about survival, where every choice feels like picking between eating expired gas station sushi or starving with dignity. Not fun in the woo party time way, more like fun in the I need to stare at the wall and rethink my life after this way. Still, the trailers got me itching to play like I've got poison ivy. Drops April 10th on PC. Save your cash, don't blow it all on takeout. 9. Commandos, Origins. Sliding into number 9 is Commandos, Origins. A gritty reboot of that old-school tactics series that broke more joysticks than a kid raging at Dark Souls. The classic squad's back, now with graphics so shiny you'll need sunglasses, and controls that, fingers crossed, don't require a master's degree in rocket science or 20 years of Warcraft experience to figure out. It's an origin story, showing how this crew teamed up to punch Nazis in the face, stealth style of course. The plot? Not exactly Oscar bait, feels more like something you'd catch on the History Channel at 3 a.m. when you can't sleep. But let's be real, nobody's playing Commandos for the story. You're here for those brain-melting tactics that have you sweating bullets, then smirking like you just aced a calculus final while everyone else flunked. Good games like this are rarer than a unicorn at a Walmart these days, and this one looks polished as hell, way slicker than Behind Enemy Lines, which felt like it was drawn with crayons back in the day. Big questions. Can they modernize it without the OG fans rioting like, "You ruined my childhood, you monsters?" And will the Fortnite kids even give it a shot? I'm praying this isn't just a nostalgia cash grab, cause I need this in my life to prove to my mom I'm not just wasting time on my PC. Hits April 9th on PC and Xbox Series XS. Get your tactical brain ready. 8. Forza Horizon 5. Number 8 is a plot twist so wild it'll knock your socks off. Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation 5. Yup, you heard me right, I didn't stutter. Microsoft's crown jewel racing game is hopping the fence to Sony's yard, like Mario showing up to race Sonic in the Daytona 500. Xbox is out here flexing like, you don't need our console, we're still winning, check this power move, and damn, it's cooler than a polar bear in shades. The PS5 version packs all the DLC up to Rally Adventure and Hot Wheels, so PS5 folks get the full enchilada, so off-road madness like you're a redneck on a bender speeds so fast you'll trade your beat-up Honda for a better controller. Bottom line, Forza Horizon 5 is a freaking blast. If you haven't played it, what are you even doing with your life? Console wars are for suckers. Just play the good stuff and call it a day. Drops April 29th on PS5. Brace yourself for your buddies rubbing their high scores in your face. 7. Crashlands 2. Rolling in at number 7 is Crashlands 2, the sequel to that 2016 survival fever dream that says, who says surviving has to be a depressing slog through gray crap? This game's brighter than a Vegas neon sign after a power surge, So ridiculous you'll be laughing till your ribs hurt, and the dialogue's saltier than a sailor chugging margaritas at a dive bar. Picture Don't Starve mashed up with Rick and Morty vibes, then tossed in a blender with the kind of chaos my buddies bring to a barbecue after too many beers. You're back as a space delivery guy turned MacGyver wannabe, but now it's full 3D and they've gone apeshit with the mechanics, taming weird creatures, building bases that'd make HGTV jealous, and more crazy stuff than a sci-fi garage sale. Sick of grim survival games that make you want to cry into your ramen but still hooked on crafting? This could be your next obsession, or at least a good excuse to avoid doing laundry. Drops April 10th on PC. Get ready to lose sleep. 6. Sand. Number 6 is Sand. A game that hit me with, I'm obsessed with Mad Max, but what if we threw in giant robots? Boom, here's your answer, and it's got me drooling like a kid at a candy store. It's an open-world PvE extraction shooter that's checking all my boxes. Mad Max fan? Hell yeah. Mech warrior nerd? You bet. The mechs here give off Howl's moving castle vibes, steampunk badassery at its finest, and I'm already sold. Gameplay looks so good I'd slap my grandma to play it early. Only thing I'm wondering is if they can nail this PvE thing. It's not exactly fresh ground, but a massive mech stomping through a desert war zone. That's my kind of Saturday night. Early access drops April 3rd on PC. Keep your eyes peeled, cause this could be a sleeper hit or a total train wreck. 5. South of Midnight. Number 5 is South of Midnight, straight from the We Happy Few crew. This one's dragging us down to the deep south where a hurricane trashes your hometown. But this ain't no regular storm, folks. It's like the Weather Channel and a grim fairy tale had a baby, and now magic's real, and all those bedtime stories your grandma told you are twisted nightmares come to life. Visually, it's Tim Burton meets Louisiana swamp vibes. Think gators, Spanish moss, and a whole lot of weird. If you're into action-adventure with a creepy southern gothic twist, this one's screaming your name louder than a banjo at a hoedown. Drops April 8th on PC and Xbox Series X. Bring your bug spray and your bravery. 4. Steel Seed. Number 4 is Steel Seed, a stealth action-adventure from the Close to the Sun team, and it's got more edge than a punk rock concert. Set in a dark sci-fi world where humanity's circling the drain, you're sneaking through an underground hellhole to save the day, teamed up with a little drone buddy named Cobb, who's probably cuter than your dog, let's be honest. It's tense, it's atmospheric, and you'll need parkour skills, combat chops, and stealth moves smoother than a cat burglar at a jewelry heist. Don't get it twisted, this ain't a Souls-like, it's more Metal Gear Solid crashing into Star Wars. The Force unleashed after a few too many Red Bulls. There's a demo out now and I played it. Holy crap, it's a vibe! Drops April 10th on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series XS. Sneak in or get wrecked. 3. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Number 3 is Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, and I'm so hyped I might pass out in my Cheetos. It's been 26 freaking years since the last Fatal Fury, and this 2D fighter's coming back with 17 characters, Terry Bogard, Rock Howard, and, get this, Street Fighter legends Ken and Chun-Li crashing the party. That's like Batman showing up in an Avengers flick. The comic book art style pops harder than a Comic-Con cosplay contest, and it's got me drooling more than a kid at a buffet. Back in the day, I blew half my allowance on this at the arcade, RIP my quarters. Do wolves hibernate? Hell if I know, but this series is waking up with a vengeance. Drops April 24th on PC, PS, and Xbox Series XS. I'm ready to throw hands. 2. Steel Hunters. Number 2 is Steel Hunters, cooked up by the World of Tanks crew, and I'm already hooked like a fish on a line. It's a free-to-play PvE mech shooter with mech warrior energy, but tossed with armored core and a sprinkle of battle royale extraction madness. Free-to-play always makes me twitch, and are we getting epic mechs or a microtransaction nightmare where I'm broke by level 3, but I'm rooting for this to slap harder than a drunk uncle at a wedding. Good games beat trash any day of the week. Early access hits April 2nd. Get your giant robot pants on. 1. Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. And number 1 is Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, a turn-based RPG in a dark fantasy world that's got me more obsessed than a cat with a laser pointer. Some psycho paintress paints numbers in the sky every year, and if it's your age, bam, you're a goner, and no refunds, no takebacks. This year's 33, and humanity's betting it all on the 33rd expedition to stop her crazy ass. Turn-based combat with a story this bonkers? I'm in. It's like an old-school RPG took a wrong turn at 1999 and stumbled into 2025 with a hangover. My wild theory: you end up as the paintress running some overpopulation con like a twisted Malthusian scam. Mark my words. Drops April 24th on PC, PS5, and Xbox. I'm all over this like flies on a picnic. We ain't done yet. Mandora drops grimdark Metroidvania vibes on April 17th. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle swings to PS5 on the 17th. The Talos Principle Reawakened flexes. Brainy puzzles on April 10th. Days Gone Remastered brings zombie goodness April 25th. Tempest Rising scratches that RTS itch on the 24th. Pepper cooks up platforming fun April 7th. And The Last of Us Part 2 hits PC in ultra glory on April 3rd. Tears incoming, that's the rundown, folks. Drop your hot takes in the comments, smash that like button till it hurts, and sub if you haven't. We're dropping new vids daily, so hit the bell or you'll miss out like a chump. Thanks for watching, catch you next time on Game Review.